Good morning to the Monday morning inspiration for the joy of creation and the magic of art, creativity, and play. So today is April 30th. Woohoo! And spring is here. Finally, spring is here, and it looks as if everything is going to go really fast now, and the birds, they made it. Not everyone made it through the snowstorm, but most of the birds made it. And so we are going to talk today about what is sprouting in your life that you haven't acknowledged yet. So, and let's see, how can we change this today? I'm going to have a sip of my tea. And see, there is something about when we don't acknowledge our creations and we come to any conclusion about, like a conclusion could be, oh, it's not working, or nothing is happening, or I failed, I didn't create what I wanted to create. So like everything like this not, and it not. Everywhere we go into not, what we haven't done, or we are not good enough, or it's not showing up. These are all these conclusions where several things occur. One thing is it actually true, right? Like, and then we don't acknowledge what we have created, and we beat ourselves up. What does this create? It's actually destroying whatever is sprouting. It's like, you know, when you look in your garden right now, depending on where you are, of course, when I look in my garden, let's say like this right now, it's like the lilies, the plants are poking out like they are this tall right now, just the green part, the leaves. And so when they start to show up, it's the tiny, tiny little buds. And when we walk into that garden and we say, oh, nothing is growing, it's not happening, we might actually step on one of these little sprouting flowers and plants and destroy whatever is showing up, because we cannot see it, we don't acknowledge it, and we have this conclusion in our world. Conclusions are really a very nasty thing. Also, expectations are a nasty thing, and projections. So that's really very nasty stuff that is really destroying a lot of what we have created. So good morning, everybody. I'm so grateful you are here. So if you want to unmute you know, you are on the phone. So what is this on your phone? Actually, you could try *6 or *7. I don't know how this works here on Zoom, actually. Can you all hear me?
Yes.
Okay, good. Wonderful. So what questions do you have today? We can also talk about something different if you would like to.
I guess I've been in conclusion about energy. Hi, Bettina.
Hi.
Hi, this is Renee. I've been in conclusion about I've been overwhelmed with negative energy, and I'm just picking up on so much negative energy, and it seems like so many people are willing to give it to me, and I'm thinking, what am I creating here? I guess I wanted more awareness, you know, to make my creations, and I just feel like I'm being overwhelmed by everyone's negativity, and I'm really confused about that. So
yes. Welcome to the club, Renee. Same here. So I'm really glad you say this. Like, really, wow, yes, I totally hear you. And when I say welcome to the club, it's like I noticed that too, this negativity that is everywhere. Now, the thing is, you said they give it to me. What do you mean? Is it really that people are like shooting things at you, or is it that you are aware?
I think I am. I think it's both. I seem to be a launch pad or a sounding board for them because of my acceptance and nurturing nature. But I'm beginning to get really angry about this.
Yeah. So have you been making it your task to make other people happy?
Yes, you're right.
Yes. And are you willing to give that up?
Oh my God, yes.
Yes, yes, beautiful. Thank you. Wow. Wow, awesome. Cool. Thank you. And also, how many people are there that don't have bodies that are also coming to you because you promised to make them happy? Just the other day, I had a lady, and she actually she was talking about a nasty energy around her, and that she had the awareness that it was an entity, and that entity wanted her to make her happy. And when we have this as a task to make others happy, all kinds of people with or without bodies come to us and suck energy, and they are just like this. They are basically, they could be any needy energy, or make me happy, and then they suck energy, and in the process we become dragged along, like, and so what is really awesome, Renee, is you sort of said, done with that, like no more. So all of you who have been more than willing to be the happy makers for everyone else, which doesn't work. It does not work. You cannot make anyone else happy. It is a choice that people have to make. You cannot do that for them, no matter what. And what always happens, that in the process you get dragged down into the rabbit hole with them. And they really enjoy that, because then they are not alone. Because you, the happy person, are with them. It's like, yes. So all you happy makers, are you please willing to let that job go?
Yes.
Thank you. Wow. Cool. Wow. That's awesome. And then also the other thing is, how aware are you, like, of all these other people? It's, in classes, we always talk about that 99% of our thoughts, feelings, and emotions are not ours. And believe me, I have been saying it in my classes for years. I have heard it for years in the classes that I attend. And it is just one of these things where it is so easy to slip into, wow, thinking it's mine. So the question, like, who does this belong to, is, I want to say, one of the most amazing tools. I did this last night. I had a great day. I was happy. And then last night, all of a sudden, I could really tell that something in the moment shifted. And all of a sudden, I wanted to be this anger monster and like, and then it is so easy to go with that as it is there, and just like act it out and be that, always assuming that it's me, it's us, right? And what if it isn't? And then I managed to somehow ask the question, wow, who is this actually? Is this me? Who does this belong to? And it shifted in the moment. So, the thing is, did any of you grow up around sad people?
Yes.
Depressed people, right?
Mm-hmm.
If this is the case, and you did, and I also did, right? As kids will always try to make their parents happy, or make their grandparents happy, or whoever they love so dearly, right? They will always try to change that, and if they cannot change it, they make themselves wrong. And so how many of you try to make your family happy, and in the process you took it all out of them and tried to take more out of them, and they never chose happiness, because it is a choice to make. And then you made you wrong because you couldn't change them, and on top of all of that, you then had their whatever energy that you took upon you. So are you all willing to please return this now to sender? Return to sender.
Yes.
And then we attach some consciousness. So that is the gift we give to them. We return to sender and attach consciousness, which means, hey, you also can make a different choice, right?
Mm-hmm.
And okay, cool, let's do that. Return it all to sender, right? And so if you like, how much are you all caring? Are you all the caring and kind people, like trying to make the world a better place, and then you suck it all up? And how is this working? What if you being you, yesterday also I asked my body, hey body, show me me. Body, show me me. Because the more aware we get, the more aware we are. Meaning we are aware of maybe people that are like within a radius of 8,000 miles or more. We are aware. We all are psychics. It's not that you have to go to a psychic. You are the psychic. You are psychic. You pick up on everybody around you, whether they have a body or they don't have a body. So entities, there are a lot of entities around that never got it, that they don't have a body anymore. So, and if you are susceptible to that and you are a kind and caring person, they come to you. And as they don't have a body, you don't see them, but the energies are there. It's these energies that you might notice that all of a sudden you get so heavy, and you know, like for me, the way it shows up, it's literally I all of a sudden get sad, and my universe, my being even shrinks. So everywhere you all have contracted, you have contracted your space and your joy and your, you know, the being that you be, you have shrunk that, and you have basically pulled in. Will you please all let that go now? Thank you. Cool. Thank you so much. It's almost like reversing that energy. I did this also this morning. Everywhere I pulled in, this is what I'm also doing in the moment when I'm not catching it. It is like I'm pulling in. I'm going into the snail house or whatever. And you are not a snail house. You are not a snail even. So how much do you have to go against you to pull in like this? So everywhere you pulled in and you contracted rather than being expanded, are you please now willing to like reverse that and expand out?
Yes.
Cool. Thank you. Awesome. Yeah. Let's reverse that energy. And it's really, we talk about the joy of creation. So also everyone who will listen to this in the future, and you are the creative ones and you are the artists. How many of you are so aware, you know, as artists, as creators? If you all are artists. If you were not an artist, you wouldn't be here on the call, right? So all you artists and creators, how much have you judged you for, you know, there is this energy when we are contracting and we are pulling in. How much can we actually create? How much is this all going against our own nature when we pull in? it's almost like I wanted like, I really had the desire to paint. And then when I'm in this pulled in, like contracted energy, I just don't want to do anything. I just want to go away. I just want to like pull in and not come out. And it's, you know, all of you guys who have chosen that, and then you thought you are depressed and it's your depression, will you please now give that up and ask a question? Who does this belong to? This is an amazing access consciousness tool. And it's the tools that we use are questions. So please, if you want to read more about it, you can go on the website accessconsciousness.com. You can also talk with me, ask me questions, find me on Facebook, send me a message. Like or come to a class if you want to come to a class, or listen to these free programs that I'm offering or other facilitators are offering. Go on YouTube and just put in who does this belong to and see who pops up or whatever. It is a tool to use. It's a pragmatic tool that can change things. What if it is not your depression? What if it is not your sadness? Body, show me me. Show me me. This is also a great tool to use. And it works. It works. So all of you guys who have maybe pulled in and you have stopped and you have sort of given up, will you please now change this? Now is the time. Don't give up. It's not yours.
Yes.
How many people are giving up? How many people are choosing happiness on the planet? How many? How many do you know? Yeah, there are not many. So if you, how happy are you all who are finding this, who are either on this call right now or who are finding the recording, the replay? How many of you are actually having in your being a genuine happiness and joy? Like this sprouting energy, like as soon as this joy energy sprouts and comes up in you, how many people are there that will try to take that away, to tell you that like you are wrong for being so joyful, or they shoot either energies at you or they say things to you so that you come back into the garden of sadness where nothing is growing, right? And so please, you all, will you please come into the garden of joy now?
Yes, I'm opening the gate.
Thank you so much. Yes, because you know, you choosing it changes everything. It changes reality. And also, please know that you are not alone. It's right now, Renee and I are talking about this. She had this sadness thing. I had it big time yesterday, and you know, today also. And it is really about asking questions. What's going on? What is this? What, maybe even like what energies are trying to distract you from being you?
Yes, I know I've been asking myself, well, how can I be there for this person? What are they dealing with? Why are they acting this way? And I should not be asking any of those questions.
Yes. You could ask these questions for your own awareness. What are they actually choosing? What is this? You could also ask, can I change this? Yes or no?
Right.
Right? Can I change
Right. I want to be a contribution to them, but it's beyond that, right?
Yeah, and can they even
I'm looking to blaming.
What?
Oh, go ahead. I'm looking to blame myself instead of, I want to be a contribution, but I end up blaming myself.
Yeah.
That's not right.
Yeah, so what are you aware of actually? Can they receive your contribution? Because the first question to ask is just inside of you. You can ask, wow, are they even willing to choose something different?
Right.
And if they are not, well, can you make the choice for them?
How's that?
Can
I
you
can.
can you
Yeah.
choose for them?
No.
No, you cannot.
No.
Everybody has choice, and choice is the one thing that we cannot take from anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
You choose. You choose. It's truly, everything is your choice. Also, whatever I say here right now, if it is light to you, well, that it might be true for you. If it is not, like, just because I say it, you don't have to take it. You don't have to, basically, we don't have to take anything. And if we take something from somebody else, it is our choice. There is no, like, victim is like, is this actually all true, or is this the attempt to control?
Mm.
So see, the joy of creation is like, what if we never allow anybody or anything to take our joy away from us? And also, a thing could be like, turn it in the moment when you notice it, sort of reverse it, like, just say, wow, I reverse this energy, and then expand out. And the moment you ask the question, who does it belong to, and it totally changes already, there's a lightness coming to you. It shows you that it was not yours. Whose reality are you in? And see, as these creators, as artists, we are so susceptible to energies. We are so open also to like receiving inspiration, or receiving these entities that desire to be written in the form of books, or that desire to be painted by us. Or we are so like, we pick up so easily on everything. And so everywhere you always thought it's yours, like, give that up, please. Okay, what if it is not? Who does it belong to? And clear your space, and ask also for ask, what if you ask for the people who actually really have your back, and who would love to see you joyful? And feed that energy. Also, like, what if you do something every day that gives you joy, that feeds that energy? So so funny, I had some funny energies around here that were hiding things from me. I could not find my silks. There was like, I think I searched my silks, the blank fabric, the silks I knew I had. And I think I searched for 3 hours. I was going the house up and down, looking everywhere. Where are my silks? Where are my silks? Bring my silks back, And so finally I found them. There was this energy where I just knew that starting something creative, creating something, painting something, would shift the energy for me also. And then it's so interesting to just notice and be aware of what we allow to come into our space. It's like, okay, if you pixies, you want to play with me, okay, that was really nice, that's good. Now we played, and you played hide and seek with me here a little bit. And the funny thing is, I then found the box with the silks, and then my ruler was gone that I wanted to measure with. I had it with me all the time, and I set it down somewhere. I remember I put it against a door frame, and to this moment, I have not found it yet. It has sort of disappeared. So there is like, what if we start to also include this invisible world, and really start talking to them also, because they are just not having a body, but they are in the world, they are around you, they are nasty or funny, they are like the people with bodies, they are not any different, and they are real. And so it is then also for us to step up, like what you did, Renee. You said, no more of that, no more, this is changing. which is really wonderful. That's a demanding energy where you create change by really saying, okay, no more. And it would be cool to, what if you choose this every moment that you notice you slip into this whatever other people's realities, and you catch that right away and say, no more. What is my reality here? What is me?
Wonderful. Oh.
And what is sprouting in your life that you have never acknowledged? What have you all already created that is not showing up the way you expected it to? And believe me, I know this one too. How easy do we come to conclusion all the time? Because things will not show up the way we expect, the way we think, because they don't. We are nevertheless still creating all the time. You guys are creating all the time, all the time. And so your creations are in the world. If you are an artist, your creations are in the world. So it's really about asking questions like, what would it take for this to come to fruition? Or are you maybe asking for way bigger and it has not shown up the way you thought it has to, or it must? Still, what if you started looking at right now, just look at energetically, what have you created? Look at that space, look at the energy. What have you brought into the world that has created massive change that you have never acknowledged? When we don't acknowledge our creations, we actually will destroy them. That acknowledging piece is really important. So what have you all created that you haven't acknowledged? And what is this acknowledging actually? So it is like really right now, let us all, no matter where you are somewhere in the future and you see this, let us right now acknowledge what you have created. Look at what you have created. Whether your book is still on the computer or it's on your notepad or whatever, whether your paintings are in your studio and your sculpture is in the studio also, or in a closet, or wherever you have it right now. Are you willing to acknowledge your creations? They are in the world and they are creating. And please never give up, never give in, never quit. Keep walking, keep choosing. And instead of saying, concluding, it's not working, it's so hard. These are all conclusions. There are no questions. And do you get the energy when I say now, it's so hard, it doesn't work, it's not the way I thought it would be. It is tough. It's a tough life. It's tough. Like, do you get the energy of that? All this not?
Yes.
Yeah, so let's reverse that. Let's change it into a question. And a question could be, what is possible here that I have never considered? Where can I go with this? Who can I talk with? What choice can I make now that would change the energy? Where do I go? You know, for me, the one of the most inspiring things for me, or to change the energy, is for me to go out into nature, to go on a walk, or to do some cool energy work called the bars, running bars, receiving bars, gifting bars. It's an energy work on the head, where we release limiting thoughts, feelings, and emotions. And or whatever it is for you, maybe go to be with animals, horses, or go to the beach, or whatever it is for you. Go have a coffee with a friend, and it would be good if that was a person who's really having your back, and not somebody who will drag you down into stories. Really, like, what is it like? It's almost like, instead of trampling on the little sprouts, it's like you go in your garden and you look at them. I have orchids, and in the morning they're in my kitchen, and I go and look at them, and I can really tell these orchids how willing are plants to receive, right? How willing are they to receive energy? So I look at them, and yesterday I took even a little flashlight because I could see something was growing there. And I'm like, whoa, what are you creating? This is amazing. And I looked at it, and I saw it's not a root that it's growing, but oops, there's a ladybug flying on my forehead. Oh, cool. Well, it's as long as it's not necessarily a big spider, I'm good with it. Like in Costa Rica, when this huge spider was landing next to me on the floor, and I was eyeballing it. Well, anyway, so grateful that it didn't land on my head. That was really cool. So what was I saying?
About the willingness to receive.
Oh, the plants. So yeah, thank you. Yeah, the orchids, I could see then that it's growing a flower stem, so it will make flowers. And it's like, wow, keep creating. So what can you acknowledge that you have created, and then nurture it? Give it energy. Pull energy into it. And some of you, you know this energy pulling. We have been playing with this in the magic class at the beginning of the year, pulling energy from everywhere around you into your creations, pulling energy from everywhere around you through, as if the entire universe. What if the entire universe would love to gift energy, to contribute energy to you? So pull energy from the entire universe through your paintings, through your books, through your sculptures, through your fairy houses, through your rugs that you made, through, whatever you are creating, your business, your body, everything. Pull energy from the entire universe through your creations, as tiny as they are. When you instead of judging them for not being big enough yet, what if you fed them, nurtured them, acknowledged them? Oh, wow, there you are. And it's like when I see this little tiny orchid leaf coming up, it's like, yay, there it is. So what if we treated our creations that way? Yay, there it is. Wow, I wrote the book, I wrote the article, and now what? Where do I take it? Where are the people who can receive it? What can I create with it? Would it be a blog? Maybe start writing or whatever. It's like, wow, now what? What can I choose now? And what choice is available for me today that was not available for me yesterday? And create with your creations. nurture them, feed them, like your garden. If you don't water the plants in the summer, well, right?
Right. That's a
And
wonderful analogy,
yeah,
Bettina. It's beautiful.
yeah, yeah. I love playing with the garden as an analogy. In my garden, for instance, I let the flowers from last year, I let them, I don't clean the garden out because I love whatever is there, the birds are using, they find the seeds, and then there are so many other insects that will live, and actually they need these old flowers standing there. And I saw the birds go in when they came, they migrated back a week ago. They were in the flowers and finding seeds. So I let these old creations, what if they, interesting, that energy there that we judge as old, or we have created a long time ago. What if we don't judge any of them? When is their time? It's like the flower is not saying, oh, I'm from last year or something. The flower is a contribution. It's the robins right now, they take the old leaves, or they build nests with it. It's like, what if nothing is ever in vain or not good or old? Or gosh, it's really funny. Just as an example, paintings that I painted so many years ago, I consider them old. It's like, yeah, they are from a long time ago. But what does this all mean? And I noticed that then I didn't post them anywhere because I had the conclusion that I must show more recent paintings. And it's all BS. It's like, what if we function instead from question, like, hey, which one of my creations can I play with today? And you pull energy into it, no matter whether you wrote that book 10 years ago or 50 years ago, or you painted that painting, or you created that encaustic or enamel jewelry or whatever. You created it a long time ago, and you as the creator conclude it's old. But how many people are on the planet that have never seen it, never read it, never heard of it? And who can create that with you? Who doesn't have these points of view? We, as the creators of something, we are the most judgmental people on the planet about our creations.
Yes.
Right? We judge them all the time. It's like, oh my God, are you all willing to give this up? Please let it go. Give it to money to, or I don't know whoever. Give it to the earth. It's all judgment. It's how much are you all in the future? Wow. Yes. Yes. So acknowledging our creations, the little sprouts that in the future will be trees or, flowers. And when we don't destroy them, what could they grow into? So do you have any other questions?
No, that was a lot.
Yeah, these were great questions. Thank you so much for being here. And really, for all of you who see this in the future, what amazing garden can you cultivate with all your creations? Look at what you have created. Like, if somebody would come to you right now, whenever that is, and take inventory of all your creations and make it into a beautiful, glossy, shiny coffee table book or something, what could you actually receive from that? What could you acknowledge about you and your capacities and about the gift that you are in the world? And so with that, I will say goodbye for today. I will leave you, and I'm so grateful for you all being here and for watching this. And what contribution can the Monday morning inspiration be for you all? And keep creating, keep acknowledging, and make it bigger, way bigger. All right?
Yes, yes, Bettina.
Thank you.
Thank you.
La 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 la, na na na, move in my direction. La 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 la, na na na.